Alright, hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Joe Flash and welcome back to another episode of Mortal Kombat Armageddon Conquest mode. We are now at part 5. Yeah, 5. We are at part 5, the Lin Kuei Palace, which really, it's actually the temple of Delia, but it was invaded by the Lin Kuei, as you can see. And right out the gate, as soon as we enter the Lin Kuei Palace, which we did in the last video, we have to immediately fight Lin Kuei warriors. So we're gonna immediately start fighting out of the gate. Not a bad, good way to start. Oh my god, I was about to... I didn't even know it was gonna tell me to finish him, and I just did a fatality. I mean, the head decapitation fatalities are alright, but I like other fatalities. Oh, let me try this one. Punch in the gut fatality. Awesome one right there. What a combo. That's the combo I'm wanting. Watch this. That's the combo I want. Wait, what? He's not dead? Oh, it threw him into another one. And there's a Lin Kuei general, so let me take care of him. He takes a bit more damage, but he's not too bad to take care of, though. How did that roundhouse kick not hit him? Alright. No, there's not really a lot of focus needing to be required. These guys are pretty easy to take care of, so I don't really need to focus too much on these guys. Just need to defeat the Lin Kuei and just get the heck to the next room. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, what? Oh, wow, doing Sub-Zero's move, huh? That makes sense, because Sub-Zero is their master and their grandmaster, so I guess it makes sense, you know. What's it to say? Is there more coming? Oh, fatality. Yes! Love that split one. I think that's my favorite one. Godly, having a hard... Oh, health. Good. Even though my health is almost pretty much full, but I'll still take it. Let's do my ground pound move. Alright, so yeah, like I said, these guys are not really too bad to take care of. They're not even that hard, as I said, so... Godly, if they start getting close to you, do the ground pound move so you can push them away from you. I want to use my fireball, but I don't really need to focus on using it. I'm all good. These guys are almost dead anyway. Alright, so there they go. The Lin Kuei are taken care of, and we can now progress. Yep, we need to locate the gift that is upon Taven in his mother's temple, the Temple of Delia, which unfortunately is now the Lin Kuei Palace, because apparently the Lin Kuei have taken it over. Now let's open this chest real quick, and it will contain Jade's alternate costume. I love that alternate costume. It is a great costume. Pretty much a similarity. Pretty much, I think it's a paying homage to Mortal Kombat 3, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is pretty... I mean, she did debut in Mortal Kombat 3, right? Yeah, she debuted in Mortal Kombat 3, so yeah. This is basically her Mortal Kombat 3 outfit. Pretty cool, I love it. The mask is there, the classic, you know, suit and everything. I mean, Jade's primary outfit in this, her default costume in this game is not bad either, but this one looks way better because it just has so much resemblance to Mortal Kombat 3, and you know, old school Mortal Kombat gaming never gets old, you know? Especially when it comes to Jade making her debut in Mortal Kombat 3, and then, you know, once later when... Because, you know, in the old Mortal Kombat games, they had actors and actresses play the characters, you know? And, of course, Becky Gable was the woman behind Jade in Mortal Kombat 3, until then when they made Mortal Kombat Trilogy, they brought Jade back, and then they also hired Becky Gable to play the new Kitana and Mileena. Pretty cool stuff. I don't remember who the previous woman was that played Kitana and Mileena in Mortal Kombat 2, but they replaced her and let Becky Gable take over the remaining role of Jade, Kitana, and Mileena, all three of the female ninja character kinds. I don't know if they're really female ninjas, but I just call them that just because of the resemblance they have in the male ninjas, because they all wear masks and stuff, you know? Like I said, Jade's really awesome. I like Jade. Love this costume. Really better than her default costume, in my opinion. Alright, let's close it out. Listen to that music. It's pretty cool music in the Lin Kuei Palace. It's not bad. But anyway, we're ready to progress now, so let's go ahead and move forward. There is nothing else, so yep. Get a coin. And I think the door... Oh, I thought it was going to shut, but never mind. Kick open this vase, and it will contain a relic. Look at that. Make sure you kick open that vase. If you think it's health orbs or special meter orbs, don't think that. There is a relic in that vase, so make sure you kick it, and you walk up and collect the relic, and it is Shang Tsung's stone. Well, it's short for Shang's stone, but it's Shang Tsung, of course. Shang Tsung's stone. Cool. I wonder what that stone is meant for. Never mind. Grab that bag of coins, 150 coins. Now, whatever you do, don't open this chest. You think it's got something special in here? Don't open it. I'll show you why. I'll try to run away or move backwards. Now, you didn't quite see it, unfortunately, because I had to move back pretty fast, but there was green smoke in there. It's poison, and it will deplenish your health pretty slow. It won't kill you, but it will deplenish your health if it touches you, so be careful to avoid opening that chest, or if you do, make sure you move away from it quickly if it doesn't instantly open. Just to let you know. Kick open this vase, it'll contain health orbs, even though my health is pretty much full, but I'm going to use it anyway. Anyway, let's progress to the next door. I think we get a checkpoint. No, we don't. Okay. Oh, we can go back? Really? I didn't know we can go back. I thought as soon as you open and enter the doors, I thought they close. That's cool. I mean, we got everything anyway, so we don't need to go back, but that's pretty cool. Alright, this part is pretty cool, because look at that weapon we're about to grab. It's an Ice Scepter. You found the Ice Scepter. Freeze and shatter your enemies, and you will gain enough power to break open the door and escape. This is a really cool weapon, so we're gonna fight more Lin Kuei warriors, but watch this. Now, you can do a kick with the down button. Unfortunately, you can't do a freeze move, but if you press left, you will do that. You will freeze them, and you can hit them and everything. The up button uppercuts them, and look at that. The uppercut just makes them deplete and go down. But what I like to do is do the right, and you'll be able to freeze all of them in an instant. That's what you really need to do. You need to do the freeze move. Now, if you take a look at the bar on the right, you know, that blood bar, you know, if it goes up to full, you know you win. If it gets deplenished, if that bar goes down to full, see how it's draining down? You have to beat these enemies quickly, because if you don't, you will never end this fight. So you have to be quick and end this fight. See? You have to be quick. And yep, once the meter goes up to full, you will win. You have to do it, because if you just screw around and don't bother trying to, you know, go for it and just hit enemies with other attacks other than that ground pound freeze, the fight will never end. So it's best if you do the right attack with your Wii Remote, so you can freeze the whole ground and freeze multiple enemies, and then when they're frozen, hit them. That's what you basically need to do. It's easier. Now make sure you grab everything before you exit out of here. We got some coins. Kick open both chests. Let's kick open this one first, and it will contain 300 coins. Now if you go over to the other one, it will contain, yep, Jarek's alternate costume. Jarek, character that I simply don't care about. He debuted in Mortal Kombat 4, and I think I talked about this character from when we had to fight him in the first training mode. Yeah, I did. We had to fight him in the training, and I talked about him. He's just a Kano. Well, he's not in this game, but in Mortal Kombat 4, he was just a Kano rip-off character. So, you know, he would pretty much, I think, almost dress like Kano, and I think he had some of Kano's moves, like the cannonball and some other moves. He was just a Kano rip-off in that game, and I didn't like him in that regard. He doesn't have them moves here in this game, which I'm glad they gave him his own moves, but still, I don't care about Jarek. I could simply care less about him or the costumes. I mean, that's kind of a cool costume he's got on, but overall, I don't care about it. I don't care about Jarek, period, so I'm not a fan. I don't have much to say about Jarek. Let's exit out of that. I don't want to look at him anymore. Really, they could have made Jarek better, you know? Jarek probably would go on to be a good character if it was possible, but the fact that they debuted him in Mortal Kombat 4 and turned him into a Kano ripoff at first was stupid. At least he's not much of a Kano ripoff anymore in this game, but still, I don't care about him. But anyway, let's progress, and make sure you grab that coin, 25 coins. So, yep, nothing else. Like I said, we got everything. Actually, I'm going to check one more time to make sure. It's always best to check twice, just in case, you know. So, let me check one more time to make sure. So, yep, we're good. Let's keep going forward. Open this door. And we will be in the next room. I think we get a checkpoint. Grab the coins. Yep, there's a checkpoint. We get a total of 50 coins. And kick open this chest. And it will contain 500 coins. Awesome. Sure, I'm getting a lot of coins here. Grab that bag, 200. Now make sure you grab this ore because it will help raise your special meter bar. It doesn't raise a lot of the special meter bar, but it's good enough to have it so that way you can get some more of it, you know, enough energy to do some more attacks later when you fight more enemies. So grab it. Also, even though my health is and my special meter bar is full, I'm just gonna kick open those vases anyway. So there's nothing else left to go. It's into the door. Now this part, alright, let me grab the coins real quick. 75, 120, 120 again, and a 50. So that's a lot of coins. Now, you can't go through this door. It's locked. You think you can go ahead and just go through that door? Wrong, you can't. You can't even go back either, because usually most doors, when you go through them, you can't go back, and we can't progress forward. What we need to do is break open this ice wall. You can see this huge ice wall right here. We need to break that ice wall down. Let's do it. And when you break it down, another chest will appear, and I believe this will contain either more coins or an alternate costume. I can't remember. Let me kick it open and check. This contains 500 coins. Okay, yeah. I couldn't remember if it contained coins or alternate costumes, but no, it contains coins. But that's okay. But anyway, we kicked it open. Now, bless me. We go through this ice wall that we just kicked down. Make sure you grab these, you didn't quite see it, but there was a music note right there. And it contains the Lin Kuei Palace tune soundtrack. Cool. Go on the other side, there's a bag coin, 150 coins. Now, you want to walk up to this magnifying glass real quick. And behind there is another relic. Now, we can't grab it straight off the back. What we need to do is go through that green aura thing. Because, you know what? The relic that we need to collect is based off the character that we're about to meet trapped in this thing. You may think that it's just a normal stone, but if you go up forward, watch what happens. We're gonna get a cutscene.
You're alive. What happened? You were encased in ice. Who are you?
I am Frost. We're Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero?
The medallion. Give me the medallion.
You seem to be a bit delirious. Maybe you should...
The Lin Kuei will be mine.
So, yep, we just rescued Frost from being frozen. And unfortunately, she mistakes us thinking that we're Sub-Zero. So unfortunately, we were left with no other choice but to have to fight her. Frost is not really too hard to fight. She's not really a big threat. It's nowhere near as hard as compared to that Rain fight, even though I took care of Rain in one go in the Arctic stage, but you know, there are definitely going to be much more fights tougher than this one, so like I said, you should be able to take care of Frost pretty good. She doesn't pose too much of a problem, as I said. Although my dad has been beaten by her before, because that's only because my dad didn't play this game too much, you know. Let me bring out my sword. Kick. Now, there's actually a move from Taven that I actually should be using more often. Let me put down the sword real quick. If you go back and you press down, he does like a really cool kick where it puts the opponent back. Wait till he gets closer. Let me wait till Frost gets closer. It's really hard to do because you have to move back. See, look at that. See? He does like a really cool kick that... It's like a big spinning back kick. You know, it sends the opponent flying back. Pretty cool. How cool is that? Let's look at it again. Look at that. What a cool kick move that is, huh? Hold on, let me focus here. Frost is almost about to kill. What the heck? That didn't even combo? That combo didn't even go through all the way. Did you see that? Oh, excellent. Nice try. I'm not going to go forward to that. Oh, no, I wanted the shoulder dash. Never mind. I got it with a fly kick. And there we go. Frost is taken care of. Taven wins. And here's text. Taven's final blow knocked Frost from her delirium. Delirium? Yeah, delirium. You are not the one I seek, she muttered with embarrassment as she fled the chamber. So, yep. Frost apparently felt embarrassed that apparently she figured out that Taven was not Sub-Zero. We are not Sub-Zero. And she got so embarrassed by it, she fled, and realizing that we do not resemble him at all. Or if she didn't even see it, or if us doing our fireball move on her and stuff doesn't prove we're not Sub-Zero, then I don't know what will. But anyway, after you defeat Frost, you gain a new super move, or special move, whatever you want to call it, called the escape move. Now this move, I don't really care about this special move. I don't really like using it. See, I mean, it doesn't work right now when you try to do it while you're in here. But this... Well, I'll probably try to show you a little bit later on when we're in a fight, even though I won't need to use it. But basically what that move does, it escapes you, it teleports you from one angle to another angle. So like, let's say if you do it right here, you will probably teleport over here, or maybe somewhere over here. You'll teleport from like point A to point B. It's a really useless move, because you know, why use that if you got this move and other moves to get away, or if you just want to run away? It's a pointless move. I don't really like using it. I don't even care about using it. I never hardly ever use that move. So, that move sucks. I stick to using the fireball and the ground pound. But anyway, as we saw the magnifying glass earlier, there is a relic over here, and there it is. Pick it up. It is Frost's mask. So apparently after defeating Frost, apparently she just dropped her mask and we collect it. Pretty cool. Now, also, before you leave this room, you might want to kick these ice things down, because if you break them, there will be some coin bags, but another treasure chest will appear if you break all these ice things. So let's hit all the ices. So see, it'll contain some bad coins, but like I said, you're going to want to break them all because it will give you something. I did say it'll give you another treasure chest if you break all of them. Like I said, it'll give you some coin bags, but you're really going to want to break all of them because it contains another treasure chest if you break them all. A secret chest will appear if you break all of these ices. So let me go ahead and just break it. I wanted the uppercut. It's just like a 3-hit combo is all you really need to do. But anyway, you break them all, and look at that. A treasure chest will appear. And you go up to it, kick it open, and it will contain Frost's alternate costume. We just defeated Frost earlier, collected her mask as a relic, and now we unlocked her alternate costume. Now, let me just say a few things about this alternate costume before I continue on. First of all, look at this alternate costume of Frost. Look at it. What do you think when you look at it? I simply do not care, and I simply do not like this alternate costume of Frost. I prefer her better in the main default costume she was in just a few moments ago before we defeated her, where she looks more like she's kind of a Sub-Zero ripoff because she's a female Sub-Zero, but she's better off with her default costume because she's got her mask on and has the suit, which makes her look like she's a female ninja, which pretty much makes good sense because, you know, she's like a female Sub-Zero. And I like her better in that regard, but in this alternate costume, I simply do not like it. I don't care about it. She looks stupid. Her mask is off. She's got like blue lipstick. It is stupid. It is a waste of an alternate costume. This alternate costume sucks. Okay? I'm admitting that right now. This alternate costume of Frost sucks. But why was I laughing about it earlier? Because look, I'm gonna admit it. I'm gonna tell you all what I think about this alternate costume. Like, take a good look at this alternate costume. Like, take a good look at it. Look at it! What do you think when you see this alternate costume? Like, seriously, tell me right now. What do you think when you see this alternate costume of Frost? I'll tell you exactly what I think of when I look at this alternate costume. Some of you probably might already figured it out by now, because you know what? Some of you might already be smart enough to know about this, some of you might not, but let me tell you who I think. This alternate costume of Frost reminds me a lot, and I mean a lot, of a certain character from a very famous movie that, you know, this costume just makes Frost look so much like her. She is from a movie, a popular character, a mixed opinion character, obviously because the movie is mixed opinion as well. She's from a popular movie, and this is basically what I feel like. The alternate costume that Frost is wearing reminds me a lot of the certain character of what she wears. Of course, her hair is not blonde like her, and neither is her costume like in a dress form, but because of the way how she looks, she reminds me a lot of this certain character from this movie that is famous. I think it came out either in 2014 or I don't even remember what year it came out in, but it came out around somewhere maybe 2014 or 15, I could be wrong, but this costume reminds me a lot of the character. Can you guess which character I'm thinking of? Because you know what? This character gets so much compliments and, you know, quotes over her, you know, Frost's alternate costume. I mean, Frost, period, gets so much, you know, quotes over how much she looks like this certain character that I'm talking about. Even in Mortal Kombat 11, they decided to poke fun about how Frost looks like this certain character that I'm talking about, that I believe she looks a lot like in this alternate costume, which is hilarious. I love it. Now, this character that I'm talking about, have you already guessed it yet? Well, if you have not guessed it yet, I will give you some hints. This certain character that I'm talking about, that I believe Frost looks like in this alternate costume, is from a famous Disney movie. As I mentioned, it came out probably in 2014 or 15, I can't remember, but it's a famous Disney movie. It has mixed opinions from people, mixed opinions of the characters, and you know, the character that I think Frost looks like in this alternate costume is even famous for a song from the first movie that was such a trend on YouTube. It had millions of views, some people that liked it, some people that disliked it, and you know, every once in a while on YouTube, when a YouTuber decides to make a related video based off the movie that this character I'm talking about is from, they do a lot of jokes based off the song that she's famous for singing. So like I said, she's from Disney. She has Ice Freeze move as well. She sings a very popular song that trended on YouTube. And obviously, as I mentioned, it has a lot of mixed opinions from people and everything. Can you guess what character I'm thinking of? I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to think about what character I'm talking about. Disney movie, famous, has a song that she's famous for singing that's got mixed opinions from people, and was a trend on YouTube that were made into a lot of jokes when they made a lot of YouTube videos based off related to the movie that this certain character is from, and everything. Can you guess who it is? 10 seconds. Guess which character I'm talking about that Frost looks like in this alternate costume. Take a guess right now. 10 seconds. Did you guess yet? Did you guess it? Well, if you already did, then applause to you. But if you don't, if you haven't, then I will go ahead and tell you right now who I'm thinking of. The character that I'm thinking of, that Frost resembles a lot of in this alternate costume to me, that I strongly believe, the character that I'm talking about, that I believe Frost looks like in this alternate costume, is none other than Elsa from Disney Frozen. Yes, Elsa. Elsa from the Disney movie Frozen, that came out either in 2014 or 15, is a mixed opinion character, also because the movie is mixed opinion. Elsa sings the song Let It Go. That is a famous song from Frozen, an infamous song from Frozen, that has mixed opinions from people, and a lot of people on YouTube would even make jokes about the Let It Go song when they make Frozen related YouTube videos. That's who I think Frost looks like in this alternate costume, because I mean seriously, Elsa wears like a blue dress, like not from the beginning of the movie, but from when she arrived at her ice palace. She wears like a blue dress, even though of course Frost is not wearing a dress in this alternate costume, but it resembles it to me. And even though Elsa's hair is blonde, but with Frost's hair it kind of would almost make you think of it. And that is who I believe. I really strongly believe that Frost looks like Elsa from Disney Frozen in this alternate costume. And as I mentioned in Mortal Kombat 11, they even poked fun about it. Like in certain character intro dialogues, they decided to make Frost be made fun of how she looks like Disney's Frozen Elsa. And she gets mad about it, and it's hilarious. I am not going to change anything about what I said or what I think about this costume. That is what I strongly believe. I really think Frost looks a lot like Elsa from Disney Frozen in this alternate costume. There's just a lot of resemblance. It kind of reminds me a lot of it. There's no going back. I'm not changing my answer. You guys can say whatever you want, even to all the Frozen lovers that defend Elsa. I don't care. Frost in this alternate costume looks like Elsa from Disney Frozen. Bottom line, that's what I'm saying and admitting, period. Look, personally for me, I like the Disney Frozen movie, okay? I saw the movie when it came on ABC after America's Funniest Home Videos was over one day, and I actually thought it was a good movie, okay? And I do like the song Let It Go, even though before I even saw the Frozen movie, I tried to tend to sing Let It Go on my YouTube channel years ago on the small app, which I think I failed miserably. I still can't even believe I still have that video on YouTube. You know, I never watched that video because I was so embarrassed about it. And personally, I remember one time one of my classmates during one time when I was in school tried to watch it, and I got so embarrassed that I begged for him to stop that my teacher got on him to ask him to stop because I was so embarrassed. So I think I sang the song horribly, and yeah. Like I said, I like the Frozen movie, but this alternate costume of Frost, I don't like it, but funny how I strongly believe to think that she looks a lot like Elsa from Disney Frozen. I'm not changing my answer. I'm not changing my opinion. That is what I believe. That is what I strongly believe in. And that is it. The bottom line, period. Let me go ahead and just exit out of it. I've been looking at it for way too long. Been wasting almost nearly a lot of time in this video already. Let's move forward. I'm ready to get the heck on out of here. Let me check one more time to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yep, I'm good. Okay, I'm good. So let's exit out of here. Now, after we defeated Frost, we can progress in the door now. So see, the door now opens. We can progress. And it will close as soon as we enter through. Of course, we can't go back. So make sure you get the relic and everything before you enter that room, because you cannot go back, which really sucks. But anyway, let's go through here, and I believe we will get another fight or something. So let's move forward. Another cutscene will happen.
At last, an empty room. Maybe I can rest?
Think again, intruder. You may have bested my Lin Kuei warriors, but you will not get past me.
And you are?
I am Sub-Zero, Grand Master of the Lin Kuei, and you are trespassing. Fight!
Yep. So now we have to fight Sub-Zero. This is the one that Frost was looking for, but she thought we were Sub-Zero. So now we bump into Sub-Zero and we're about to fight him. Now, Sub-Zero is not really easy, nor is he hard. The fight with Sub-Zero, I find to be right in the middle. Sub-Zero can go either way. Sometimes he can be pretty easy, sometimes he can be hard. It depends on if you know how to play as Taven very well or not. Sub-Zero can go either way, okay? He's kind of medium, is what I think. He can go either way. Like I said, either he's easy or he's not. Or he's hard or not. So this fight with Sub-Zero can really go either way. Shoot a fireball at him. Ground pound, or another fireball. God, when I want the special move to come out, it doesn't want to work. Oh my god, he almost had me with that freeze move. God, I got so lucky I avoided that. That would have hit me, I would have been frozen. Like I said, Sub-Zero's not the hardest to fight. Not as hard as Rain. Surprisingly, I beat him in one go earlier in the Arctica stage of my last video. Or I think it was in part 1, probably. I can't remember. I forgot to check back at my videos before I went through this one. But, you know. You get what I'm talking about if you guys have been watching it, you know. I'm not going into that. What do I do here? I just want my special moves to come out. I'm trying to do either the ground pound or the fireball, but it doesn't want to come out. It sucks. Can't grab him, that's off limits. There we go. Got him. Now we defeated Sub-Zero. We are going to get a cutscene. So like I said, Sub-Zero can go either way. He could be easy or hard. He's not the hardest, but Sub-Zero can go either way when you're fighting him. But we took care of him good in those 2 rounds, so we're done. Now we get another cutscene.
Your tattoo. What about it? It resembles the dragon image on the door behind you. Who are you? And why are you here?
This must be it.
This must be what?
This temple was a shrine to my mother, before your clan commandeered it.
I assure you, it had been abandoned long before we arrived.
I realize that. My name is Taven. I merely came here to retrieve something. A gift from my mother.
Then tell me, where is this gift?
Most likely behind this vault door.
The door on the right was unlocked when we first arrived here years ago. There was nothing inside. The other door has remained sealed, despite our best efforts to open it.
It seems my brother has already been here to retrieve his gift. Strange. That would mean he's been away for quite some time.
I assume you have a key.
You could say that.
And there's the gift.
You have your gift. Now tell me, for what purpose would a sorceress leave her son such a powerful set of armor?
Apparently, I need it for my quest. Something important is supposed to happen once I complete it, though I do not know what that something is yet. At first, I assumed the quest was nothing more than a game. I'm no longer certain.
What do you mean?
A warrior named Rain mentioned something about saving the realms. And I've also been repeatedly attacked by assassins in red. I don't recognize their crest, though it seems vaguely familiar. A dragon, I believe. Do you have any idea who they are?
I may.
Grand Master! More intruders have breached the temple! The east entrance!
Friends of yours?
They are dark warriors, yet they resemble our own Lin Kuei.
Time to choose sides, friend or foe.
I'll help.
Then defend the Lin Kuei Temple. Smash these new intruders.
You know, you could tell based off Taven's reaction from when Sub-Zero said it's time to choose friend or foe. He went, ugh, I'll help. You could just tell Taven did not want to do that. You could obviously tell he did not want to help. But he had no other choice. He had to choose. So now, after we defeated Sub-Zero, we retrieved our gift right here through this door. And as you can see, it's a new set of armor as we got on now. So look at this armor of Taven. This is what he's going to be looking like throughout the remaining of the game. I quite like this armor. I mean, it's not the most inspiring costume, a new set of armor that we have on here. It's not the best, but it's rather good. I quite like this armor. It's pretty cool on him. I actually personally think this armor looks better on him than even his default costume that he was in a few moments ago fighting Sub-Zero before he retrieved the gift on the other side of the door. I like this armor a whole lot better. It makes him look different. It kind of makes him look cooler, you know? I actually think this armor is much better than his default costume. I mean, he looks like a warrior either way, but this armor looks so much cooler and better on him. And this is actually also Taven's alternate costume when you play Mortal Kombat in the arcade mode as well. This is his alternate costume. And we will eventually unlock it as well. We'll unlock it a little bit later on towards like the end of the game. That's when we'll unlock this costume of Taven's as his alternate costume to play in Mortal Kombat arcade mode. Actually, I already had it unlocked in my Jonah profile. If you remember when I played Mortal Kombat arcade mode years ago, I decided to play as Taven to finish off Blaze, the final boss, and I chose him, I believe, in this alternate costume. So yeah, this is his alternate costume. Like I said, this armor looks way better on Taven. I really love this armor. It looks way better on him. It looks so much cooler than even his default costume. He looks good either way, but this armor makes him look so much cooler. I love this alternate costume. Now, it's pretty cool because if you listen closely, you can hear some fighting going on in the other room. That's the sound of the fight of the Lin Kuei and those dark new warriors fighting. Now, before we get forward to that next entrance over there, collect all these coins. Now, before we collect them, can you see what shape they're in? Let me grab this as well. This is a, health, a special meter bar or replenishment. Now, these coins are in the shape of an arrow, so let me go ahead and collect them, though. Those coins are in the shape of an arrow. Why are they in a shape of an arrow? Well, it's directing us towards the statue of... It's the statue of Taven's mother, Delia. And what you actually need to do, and I definitely missed this out the first time I played this Konquest mode. And I definitely missed it out plenty of times before then as well. And this is to all the other people that missed this before when they played Mortal Kombat Armageddon Konquest mode. What you need to do is shoot a fireball at the statue, like this. It will set the arms up on fire, and look at that. Another relic will come out when you do. You go up to it, pick it up, and it is Sub-Zero's amulet. So, yep, you need to shoot a fireball at this statue. Otherwise, you'll miss it, and of course, when we go into the next room, you cannot come back. I definitely missed this out when I first played this, until eventually I learned it when I watched Mr. G-Star321's playthrough video and figured it out then. So, yeah, make sure you shoot a fireball. Also, you're going to want to unlock these treasure chests real quick. This one contains 300 coins, go into the other one, and this one contains Sub-Zero's alternate costume. The Shredder-inspired costume. He looks pretty cool. It's not the best costume of Sub-Zero, but I quite like it because with his helmet, he looks a lot like the Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You can see the resemblance in his mask, his helmet, and with those 3 spikes from like the classic Ninja Turtles movie, you know? He looks a lot like Shredder from Ninja Turtles in this regard. The rest of his armor looks okay too. This was actually like his default costume in Mortal Kombat Deception. Like I said, it's not the best, but at least it looks better than his alternate costume he had in Mortal Kombat Deception where he was bald and he had a ponytail and everything. That was a disgraceful alternate costume for Sub-Zero. This one's better. Of course, his default costume, which we saw him in just a few moments ago when we were fighting him, where he looks more like the ninja, like he should be, is better. But this alternate costume's not too bad, because he looks, you know, like the Shredder, and it kind of makes him look more like he's a normal Lin Kuei warrior. That's what I also believe, but nonetheless, it's still cool. But anyway, we got everything unlocked now. Like I said, I'm going to check one more time to make sure I got everything before I progress forward. Yep, we're all good here, so let's keep going. the door should eventually close when we get forward. Well, maybe we can actually go back, but I got everything, so I don't need to worry about it. Now, as you can see, there are some Lin Kuei bodies right here, which they were killed during the fight. Oh, and before you want to grab this relic, this is another relic right here. Relic number 30, Katana's Fan. And because we have collected 30 relics now, we are going to get another reward. Let's find out what reward we got. Look at that. Reward that we got from getting 30 relics. Congratulations, you unlocked Dagon. So now we can play as Dagon as a playable character in Mortal Kombat Armageddon arcade mode or endurance mode. Awesome. Now I still like Taven better than Dagon, but Dagon's not a bad character as well. Like I said, I think Taven's better to play as, but Dagon's okay. And actually, this gives you a little bit of what Dagon looks like before we get to meet him. Because we do eventually get to bump into Dagon later on in this playthrough, but the fact that we just already unlocked him, we already get a sneak peek at what he looks like before we even get to see him later on. So that's kind of a spoiler into what Dagon's gonna look like before we meet him later on. But never mind. Dagon's alright. But anyway, let's progress forward. Grab this bag of coins, we get a checkpoint. Now also, you might want to search these bodies, even though they don't have anything, but they do have some coins, as you can see. I'm going to keep searching them until I collect all the coins. So, yep. It's not a lot of coins, but I like to get some coins, so... Oh, look at that. 1 coin. What a waste. I'm going to keep searching until I get all the coins out of the bodies. So let me keep searching. Yep, that's all the coins. Nothing found. Now, you might want to search the bodies more than once, because they might have more than 1 coin. If it only gives you 1, don't think that. It may have some more. And plus, we need to do that a little bit. I think it's when we enter this next door. We need to do that when we go to the next door, because one of the bodies that's right behind this door, I believe, when we fight more of them shadow guys, or when we're about to fight the shadow guys ourselves for the first time, one of these Lin Kuei warrior bodies actually has a relic that is secretly hidden that I definitely didn't get on my first playthrough as well until I found out later. But anyway, let's enter the door. And we get a cutscene real quick. And there they are. These Shadow-like warriors. I forgot what they're called. I think they're called Shadow Assassins? Or what are they called? Hold on, we'll find out. Shadow Stalkers, okay. So they do, and like that Lin Kuei warrior said earlier when he confronted Sub-Zero, these guys are basically like the Lin Kuei. They resemble them. Well, we'll find out a little bit later on how exactly these guys resemble the Lin Kuei and how they are, in fact, pretty much basically like them, you know? But before, like I said, we'll find that out a little bit later on, but right now we need to take care of them, so let's take care of them. Now, these guys do tend to throw magic, as you can see. They have like a red skull projectile, which gets pretty annoying. I'm just going to use my ground pound to get rid of all of them. It's pretty cool when they disappear, they turn into smoke. These guys can be a little bit annoying to fight, a little bit, but they're not the most annoying thing in the world, so they're not that much of a problem. Do not worry. Oh, jeez, that kick. Oh my god. They can be annoying sometimes, as you can see there. Some okay, you know what? Shoot a fireball. Oh my god, I wanted to get more than 1. Ground pound. Okay. Like I said, they can be a little bit annoying, these guys. Oh, not a kick. What a kick. Oh my god. That projectile is starting to get pretty annoying, even though I'm still... Fireball. Excellent. I was wanting to get 3, but I got like 2, I think. That'll do good enough. Jesus Christ. I hate it when I want to grab him, I can't. Ah, combo. There we go. Oh, interrupted. That's okay, he was dead anyway. We kept going crazy on his butt. But anyway, make sure you break all of these vases, even though we could have used them through the fight because we were running low on health. Now, this body I accidentally searched during the fight. Make sure you check it 3 times because I think we already got the coins that was needed in this thing, I think. But let me check again just to make sure. Because it had 25 coins. If you think when you search this at first, you think, nope, nothing found. Search it again, twice, it has coins. Search it a 3rd time and see that, a relic came out. And we got relic number 31, Liu Kang's armband. Awesome. So it's best if you want to search these bodies more than once because they might contain relics that you didn't even, it might contain stuff that you didn't even know they had. See a coin, for example. Even more coins, see like that? See how I searched it the first time, it had 1. Search time second, it had nothing. But if you search it the 3rd time, it had 30. So it's best if you check them more than once because if you go up to that one over there, it has a relic. That one over there had a relic. If you don't search it 3 times, you will not get Liu Kang's armband as a relic, and you will completely miss it. And once you exit this room, you will not come back and get it. So yep, nothing's found, we're all good now. Now before we leave, kick up in this treasure chest that appeared after we defeated those shadow guys, and it will contain Noob's alternate costume. Yes. Even though his name is short for Noob in this game, his full name is Noob Saibot, as some of you probably may already know. It's pretty cool actually. I mean, I'm not a big fan of this alternate costume. I don't like it as much compared to his default costume where he's all black, which is better because, you know, he was corrupted by dark magic that turned him into a complete dark warrior, and, you know, his whole skin and everything be all black, and, you know, he was possessed. Because if y'all know the history about Noob Saibot, he was the original Sub-Zero, and his real name was Baihan. But he got killed by Scorpion because of a misunderstanding because of Quan Chi morphing into him to kill his family, and Scorpion thought Baihan really did legit kill them, and he killed Sub-Zero. Then, unfortunately, dark magic corrupted onto him, and he was brought back to life, this time as Noob Saibot, as a batter ninja. And so then his brother Kai Lang would become the next Sub-Zero and take over the clan. And the easiest way to tell the difference between Baihan Sub-Zero and Kai Lang Sub-Zero has a scar on his face. That's the only difference. So it's pretty easy to tell the difference. Like I said, this costume's alright because it does make him look more human, but it's not as big of a deal, and it's not as good compared to his default costume because he's all black and everything, which is the better version of Noob Saibot because he's a dark warrior, so I like him better in that costume. I don't really like this one as much compared to that, so anyway, I'm ready to exit out of that. Alright, so we got everything. Let's progress forward again. We're almost nearly done here, actually. Now, I don't know if I should save this for a part 2 or not, because I kind of took a long time to get out of here, so should I save this for a part 2? Okay, you know what? I'm probably going to have to save this for a part 2, because you know what? I wouldn't even want to be sure to guess what this video is going to go up to if I save it up for an hour, so you know what? Let me collect these bag of coins real quick. 250. Break open these vases. And it has orbs. Now this part is probably the worst out of all the part of the Lin Kuei Palace. But we got a checkpoint, and unfortunately this video is going up to a lot of minutes. I don't really want to imagine what happens to this video if it goes up to an hour. I don't want it to, you know, split up where I can't upload the whole video or anything, so I'm going to end it off right here, y'all. So when we come back, we will come back with a part 2 of going through the Lin Kuei Palace. Continue to go forward, help Sub-Zero and his Lin Kuei warriors defeat the Shadow guys, defending the Lin Kuei, and we will figure out what we need to do here and continue on from that way. So for now, I'm going to end it off right here, y'all. I should have done this in one go, but I took too much time with some of the other things, especially talking about for Frost's alternate costume. That was probably the biggest mistake I made, but whatever. So that'll be it for today, guys. When we come back, we will do a part 2, and we shall finish up the rest of the Lin Kuei Palace and get the heck out of this area. But until then, we're going to end it off right here. So that'll be it for today, guys. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Dislike, give it a thumbs down. Join me next time for the next video. To all you boys, men, and guys out there, boom, fist bumps go to all of you. To all the girls, ladies, and women out there, mwah, kisses go out to all of you. But until then, this is Joe Flash signing off, and have a good day.